Welcome, everybody. Anybody attending for their first time ever tonight? One. All right. Glad you decided to join us. We've got schedules out in the hall. If you've got any questions, see somebody in here tonight, and we can definitely help out. Glad you came. Thank you for attending the Race Recovery Support Group meeting. We are focused on maintaining a drug-free and healthy lifestyle. Since 2001, our open forum meetings welcome parents, adolescents, recovering individuals, and anyone who supports our mission. Your suggestions, comments, or ideas are welcome to make our meetings the best they can be. Race Recovery Support Group meeting is a cutting-edge alternative to what is currently offered. By combining substance abusers, families, friends, and the public at large, we have created an environment that is beneficial to everyone who has been affected by alcohol or drug addiction. Meeting start time is 7 p.m. Please turn off your cell phones and ringers to vibrate. Please only one person speaking at a time, and please speak loudly so that everyone can hear. If you need proof of attendance, put it in the green box. Those will get done for you during the meeting. Honesty is required. Feel free to openly share your comments and points of view on how alcohol and drug addiction has impacted your life. This meeting is open to people of all ages and welcomes diversity, so please refrain from using excessive foul language or language that discriminates against any race, gender, religion, ethnicity, sexual orientation, or disability to maintain an atmosphere of respect and dignity for all who are present. If you see a visitor, a new member, or returning member that you haven't seen in a while, please warmly welcome them into our program. Please refrain from leaving the meeting while it is in progress. It is disruptive to others. No smoking or vaping, and please throw away all your trash. All right, who's got our guidelines?
Good evening, everybody. I'm Sharmini. The lifestyle of recovery guidelines are intended to be utilized by recovering individuals, their families, and anyone else who is striving to avoid substance abuse and achieve sobriety. Guideline 1, recognizing that substance abuse ruins lives. 2, wanting to pursue positive alternatives to substance abuse, such as our education, employment, quality relationships, and health and fitness. 3, using resources such as friends, families, teachers, and peers as a way to achieve and remain sober. Adding sports, art, or music to these resources will help us stay focused and motivated. 4, defining balance and working toward making it a part of everyday life. 5, building self-esteem and confidence through sobriety to combat negative feelings regarding oneself. 6, understanding that negative behaviors of isolation and self-pity lead to self-destruction. 7, lifting a person up is different than allowing them to continue their destructive lifestyles. Be there for yourself and be patient with your friends and family. 8, learning how to help without supporting the addict's behavior. Providing assistance to the recovering individual that will improve their lives, not further their usage. 9, recognizing personal challenges and integrating them into our lifestyle as challenges to triumph over. And 10, caring for our personal, emotional, physical, and spiritual individuality is the source we use for our sense of worth. Each person is truly magnificent. Our mission at Racing for Recovery is to prevent all forms of substance abuse by promoting a lifestyle of fitness and health for all those affected by addiction.
Thank you. All right, this time we will do our introductions, and we just want to know your name and why you decided to join us tonight.
I'm Dustin. I come here because this place helped me find myself in life and what I want to do with it. And it's just done so many amazing things. Thank you. That I don't see why I wouldn't be here, and it's just a great way to spend a Thursday night.
My name is Brian. I come here because I love this place, and I love who I am when I'm here.
I'm Brian, I'm here for support. I'm Rick, I'm here for support too. Bird, I'm here for support. I'm Ben, I come here for a good sober support.
My name's Tyler, I'm here to surround anybody.
I'm Scott. I'm here to help me stay sober and part of my routine.
Chelsea, and I'm going to stay positive. I'm Ashley, and I'm going to continue living another life.
So choose you.
I'm Candy. I'm here because they allow me to.
My name's Diana, I'm here for balance.
I'm still Sharmini, and I'm here because of God's grace and mercy.
Kevin, I'm here to stay sober.
Carl, I'm here for balance.
I'm Amy. I'm Carl's sister. I'm here because the program works. I've seen it work, and I'm here to support him and his friends.
Justin, I'm here to stay on track.
I'm Vaughn, I'm here to grow. I'm Keith, I'm here for support. I'm Tony, I'm here to remain teacher.
Peggy, I'm here to work.
I'm RJ, I'm here to learn. My name's Michael, I'm here to be successful.
I'm AJ. I'm here to stay mindful and humble.
I'm Catherine. I was invited, and I'm here because I was invited. This is the third time, and I have felt better about my life than I have in a long time.
I'm Jeff, I'm here for support and to learn.
My name is Chris, and I'm here to support this program and my daughter Emily.
My name is Nathan. I'm here to support Emily and watch her succeed.
I'm Emily. I'm here to keep doing what's working and learn how to live.
Hi, everybody. My name is Mary Jo. How are we doing this evening? I came to Racing for Recovery for some peace of mind and serenity, and also I'd like to add, Todd asks me to say this all the time, Todd Crandall. I love Racing for Recovery.
My name is Lindsay. I'm here to stay on the right track and stay doing what I'm supposed to do with my sobriety.
I'm Christy. I'm here for support.
My name's Bob, I'm here to listen.
I'm Heather. That's Sander on the floor over here taking a nap, I think. Or singing, I'm not sure which. I think this place is a lot of things for us. We come here for support. We come here because you guys are our family. I only have my mom, and this has been a real serious family for me, so it's just amazing. But, I came here and I learned how to live, but I feel like now I'm finally, I'm healing, and that's huge. So, and it's just through the process of it being here every day, so it's really cool. I just love this place so much.
My name is Phil. I'm here to be a better person.
My name's Tom. I come here to continue to learn.
I'm Brandon, I'm here because this is where I learned to enjoy sobriety.
I'm Justin. I'm just happy to be here.
I'm Adam, here because I love this place.
Fatima, I'm here to faithfully and need support.
I'm Kevin, and I'm here for support.
I'm Justin. I'm here to inspire and be inspired.
I'm Taylor. I'm here to stay on the right path, and I celebrate 4 months Monday.
All right.
My name is Josh, I'm here to stay focused.
I'm Sam. I'm here to keep going on my tough days. I'm Amy. I'm here to focus on my job.
My name's Chris, I'm here to just part of my healthy lifestyle.
Josh, I'm here to stay sober.
John, you're not isolated.
Nick, I'm here to learn new things.
I'm Todd, I'm here to build a solid foundation and a solid support group.
My name's Rick, and I'm here to learn and listen.
I'm Chad, I'm here to learn something.
I'm Rachel, and I'm here because this works. I see it every day, and I'm just proud to be a part of it.
Hi, Mike. I'm here because this is where I found out I had a choice not to use. No one ever told me that. And I'm also here because I value my life.
I'm Bruce. I'm here to provide whatever support I can and to learn.
I'm Rick. I'm here to support this great group and this great program in memory of my son Jake.
I'm Jason. I'm here to learn new ways to maintain sobriety and get some really good support.
I'm Matt, I'm here for support.
I'm Kathy, and I'm Matt's mom. I'm here to support him and everybody else in this great program, and I learn something new here every week, so it's great.
My name is Jalen. I'm here to listen and stay focused and keep doing what I'm doing.
I'm Renee. I'm here for support.
I'm Jeff. That's my mom. I'm here because every time I leave this room and every day I'm here, my life keeps improving, and I want to get as much of that as I can.
I'm Logan. I'm here to continue working toward my goals, and this place helps me do that.
I'm Devin. I'm here to listen and learn and continue on a path that leads me to a life as a bride.
I'm Lindsay, and I'm here to support my husband, Devin.
My name's Andrew. I'm here to continue to grow.
I'm Chris, and I'm here because this is where I belong.
I'm Dakota. I'm trying to keep a positive view.
I'm Lorenzo, and I'm blessed to be here. I love the support. I love the camaraderie. I ain't leaving.
I'm Ryan. I'm here to stay sober, find my purpose, and live a better lifestyle.
Steve.
I'm Steve, and I'm here to build a foundation for a real life, real purpose.
I'm Matt. I'm here for positivity, and I also had 4 months on Monday.
I'm Tiffany, and I'm here because if you actually put the work in, this place will change your life. And it makes me happy.
I'm Megan. I'm here because I'm grateful for this place and what it has to offer.
I'm Nick, and I'm here because this place has saved my life.
Bobby, I'm here to continue this part of my self-care.
Hi, I'm Penny. I'm Bobby's mom. I'm here to support Bobby and this program that has given my family back a family and given me freedom to release a lot of fears that went along with Bobby's using, which is so far in the past that it feels like it was a dream. So I am forever grateful for Racing for Recovery and the people that have set the foundation here to allow people to recover and release. So thank you.
Hi, I'm Tracy. I'm here to continue my recovery and for the support.
I'm Wesley. I'm here just learning to be a better person.
I'm Mike. I'm here to learn. I'm James, and I'm here to maintain my sobriety.
Hi, I'm Levi, and I'm here tonight for the realness, honesty, and vulnerability in this room, and for all the support.
I'm Des, and I'm here for growth.
I'm Michael. I'm here because this is where I belong, and I have 6 months today.
I'm Chris. I'm here to listen so I can make my life stay more complete and stay on track.
I'm Mike, and I'm here to help myself, and this place gives me the opportunity to do that.
My name is Draven. I'm here to make positive connections and free rate room.
I'm Warren, and I'm here to stay sober, continue on my path.
Is that everybody? Did you come in late? Did you introduce yourself?
I'm Ben. I'm here to get better.
I'm one of the Mikes. Come here for a lot of reasons, man. I love seeing everybody here. It's good seeing you, Penny. I feel like I haven't seen you in a while. I want to hug later for sure. And I keep getting better here. This is where I get better, so that's why I'm here.
I'm Todd. I'm just happy to be here tonight and love being a part of this awesome organization. All right, who's got the answer?
The answer, overcome the misery and trying to escape the pain. As I approach the light, I hope that lies before me. Each step overwhelms me. Every breath sears my throat. I ache, my body rebels against me. My memories torment me. Agony has become my closest companion. My demons mock me and I dangle helplessly above the abyss of alcohol and drug abuse. The voices all sound the same, criticizing, accusing, blaming me for what has happened. They don't understand. They don't care who I am. I'm a human being, full of thoughts and feelings. I'm worth saving. Just show me the way. At last, I reach the light of promise. That saying, their saying's the answer. Open arms, understanding, smiles, looks of trust, and so it begins. Race for Recovery.
Thank you. All right, announcements. I just happened to glance over to see Mike's Rocktober shirt, so it's never too early to throw it out there. We actually have over 30 people already signed up for it for 2020. It's October 24th. You can sign up now, put a goal out there, and work towards it. Again, be a part of an awesome day, but you can sign up whenever you want, and I know they always have lower rates the earlier you sign up for races, so go ahead and do that. And then we've got Glass City Marathon coming up also in April. The second? 26th. Which will be out on the course for that. So we'll be seeking volunteers for that also. Little ways away on some of that stuff, but I always like to put it in people's minds so they can make a mental note or put it on your calendar. And I have a couple birthdays to announce. Zany Weber and Matt Boston, birthdays today. And Rick. Happy birthday to him, right? Yeah. All right. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear. All right. The topic tonight to throw out there to really, I guess, take a look at yourself and think about this, evaluating what you are doing and what you have done in your sobriety. So what are you doing with your sobriety? Yes, sir. Jason.
While rebuilding some relationships, I've definitely learned a lot in the group, so it's helping me, I run a business, so it's helping me handle situations and deal with people in a different kind of way, instead of being a stubborn SOB and just being mean and stuff, and actually listening to people and what they want, and I've come a long way from just in a couple weeks, like just the way I think. I feel so much better just exercising and eating right, and meeting new people, realizing that I'm not the only one that's had traumas in my life, and haven't never dealt with them in a proper way, learning new ways to deal with things, situations. It's been awesome.
The possibilities are fucking endless. Right after this, I'm going to fill out financial aid stuff for the friend I talked to today. So, going to try to go back to college for a couple things. I've been hitting the weight room trying to get these gains, you know. I'm going swimming tomorrow morning nice and early. That's in the video. Don't do it. Shit that I never thought I'd be doing, trying to eat healthy. I feel good about myself for once. Made a whole bunch of new friends. I never, like sober friends that I never thought I'd have, was always just talking to the dope boy. Talked to my sister today for the first time. Like, I didn't think that was going to happen for a very long time. Like, it's just, things are getting so much better so fast. So, like, it would be absolutely ridiculous if I went backwards from here. And then, like, yesterday I think I got 2 months. So I'm really new to it, but, like, it's a drastic turnaround, So I can't wait to see what the future holds.
Let's get a clap for 2 months.
Right.
I'm using my sobriety for a bunch of things, but without me being sober, I wouldn't be able to do none of the things I'm doing right now, and be open to doing any of the things that I'm doing right now, or even thinking about doing any things I'm doing now. I'm back in the gym. I'm looking at school. My relationships are getting better. I'm seeing my kids more. I can see them. Start to heal a little bit from, my kids are young, 2 and 6, but I can still tell the difference, me not being there or being around or being there for them. And that's what really got me motivated this time to, stay sober, stay clean. And I seen the hurt in them and what it was doing and how it was affecting them. So, me staying sober is definitely a good thing, and there's no feeling like this. I haven't felt this good in a long time. And, without staying sober, I won't be able to deal with the things that caused me to use in the first place. I won't even look at the past, see my traumas and things that that lead issues, and I want to be able to effectively deal with the things like I am now.
My sobriety, I mean, my body's sore. Been going to the gym a lot lately. Been trying to eat healthier. I feel good, but at the same time, I mean, it's a good thing. Like I feel like I'm losing the guy I was before, but I'm kind of scared of what the future has to bring. Kind of little, tiptoeing instead of just rushing in. I'm just a little nervous, but I don't know. I'm just worried. I'm worried about losing relationships, gaining relationships. I'm just at a struggle at the same time. Sorry for being negative.
Nope, that's strength, because, nobody's expecting anybody to have it all figured out, whether you got 1 day, 1 year, 10 years. There's always going to be challenges along the way. So vulnerability, talking about it, creates accountability, and it provides other people the opportunity to give you support. So good job for speaking up like that.
Thank you.
Not negative at all. Lorenzo.
Well, today, for me, most of all, I'm taking a real thorough look at myself, like really in depth, man. The IOPs, the one-on-ones with even these support groups, I take it very serious. I try to speak up as much as I can. I try to really take a look and dig deep. I've been journaling. For me, it helps because I was always in my head and so negative, and I just never really thought I'd be here today doing what I'm doing. I'm really taking a look at myself and making changes, changing my life completely, pushing out all the negative people and inviting all the positive ones. Unlike my entourage, I ain't even hitting the gym. They try to get me in there, but baby step. Working on myself mentally. That's stress. That's exhausting. It's exhausting, man. I've opened some deep wounds, man, and it's not easy, but it's worth it. I'm building a relationship with my children again. They're getting older. 2 more years, my daughter ain't even gonna be a child anymore. I just want to be able to be there for them because I haven't been. I'm trying to reconnect with my family. That's been a struggle, a real big struggle, but I'm staying persistent, and I'm doing everything I got to do to show them instead of just telling them. I used to tell them all the time, I'm going to get clean, or I'm doing this, and they weren't buying it. They didn't buy it for a second. So, I'm trying to make my actions speak louder than words. My dude wants somebody to say something. I'm trying to make my audio match my video. And, man, it's a blessing, man. I feel great. I feel good. When I wake up in the morning, I check in with I got a little app I check in with every morning. I tell myself today I'm going to stay sober first thing in the morning. And that's important to me because I got to constantly keep that in my mind that using ain't an option for me. I'm lucky to be here. I'm grateful to be here, especially here at Race and Recovery, man. I was always missing something, and all the sobriety I've gained in the past few years, it was false sobriety. I never took a look at anything. I never really took it serious. I thought I wasn't picking up. I was doing all right, but eventually I went back out. But I feel a big difference this time. I feel like I don't need that crutch anymore. I don't need to numb myself. Getting everything out and sharing it with others and going on this ride with everybody it's really a big difference. It's improving my life drastically. But for me, sobriety is everything, man. I'm taking my sobriety serious. I took my addiction flat out, and that's the only way I can do it and be successful at least, But I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to see everybody, and I hope everybody has a wonderful night.
Dustin.
All right. So, what I'm doing with my sobriety, so, I read this thing, talking to Emily earlier, where I didn't get in sobriety to be miserable. So, so when I came to sobriety this time, I decided I'm going to change. Everything I do in sobriety today is going to help better my next day and the day after that and after that. So everything I do is just to keep bettering everything in my life. So, I started working out a lot, which is, I'm probably the healthiest I've ever been in my life. So like, you know, I take the time to work on myself so I don't sit and wallow in my misery. Like everything I do, like I said, everything I do now is just to keep bettering the day, to tomorrow and the next day and the next day. So then it just makes them easier to deal with already. So.
Charlie.
So, with my sobriety, I'm being a better mother, a better daughter, a better niece, a better sister, a better employee. I'm just trying to be the best that I can be to any and everybody. I feel like I'm very selfless. I'm no longer walking around looking for what I can gain from other people. I'm walking around looking to how I can help somebody else and be of service to someone. Sobriety to me is like a lifestyle. It's how I treat people in public, how you talk to the cashier at the grocery store, your waitress that brings you food. It's not cussing the waitress out because she didn't bring your food, or, you know, the order was messed up. Sobriety, that's a way. It's a way of living. It's a way way I carry myself. I feel like I'm setting an example for my children now because of the self-love and self-care that I'm practicing. I hope they see that as an example that, you know, we had hardships in our life and I no longer have to use drugs and alcohol to handle it. I don't run from my responsibilities anymore. I just face them head on without the use of drugs and alcohol. Thanks.
Tiffany.
Okay, so I usually try to like think of things to say, but I didn't get to do that. When I first got here like 10 months ago, I never talked in meetings, especially in the beginning of my sobriety, because I definitely didn't have it together and I didn't know the answers and I didn't like know really anything. But now I usually speak at every meeting because my life has completely changed because of me, because I've put the work in. Like in my sobriety, I've had to completely change everything in my life to get to where I'm at right now. Like the people of my life especially, I actually make goals now and accomplish them. Like I used to never do anything with myself. I used to hang out with people who didn't value me, just used me or wanted something from me. But I don't associate myself with people like that anymore. And if I get like any kind of vibe that like you're no good, I'm just super quick to cut people off now. I don't like really care at all what other people think of me anymore. Like my work ethic now is like crazy. Like I work really hard. I take pride in what I do. I finally like want more out of life. Like this time around, getting sober, I actually make strides to do all of that, and I'm like the happiest I've ever been in my life. But I have like a huge support system now that like push me to want to do better and be better, and I think that helps too. I'm just so used to like doing everything myself and not like asking people for help. Like I just don't want to depend on anybody at all. I finally like gotten to that point. I'd rather struggle than like ask anyone for help. Like I can do it myself pretty much. But I actually like put the work in, like I said, and love and value myself, and I'll continue to say that in every meeting because I've never done that before. But the person that I am today is the person that I think I've always fought to be, and this place has definitely helped get me to the point that I'm at today. So I feel like I'm rambling, but there you go.
Levi.
Sobriety's done for me is, if I could sum it up, is I'm living life on my own terms. I make decisions clearly educated based on
my morals and my values now, not through the mindset of addiction and hopelessness and so on and so forth. Therefore, when I live life on my terms and make those decisions based off of that, I can do anything. That's because it's what I want to do. And so I'm no longer clouded and anything. So I'm able to do everything if I do it that way, you know.
Mike?
Yeah, I mean, I can relate to a lot of what's already been said, you know, through working on myself, going to the gym, stuff like that. I plan on my days now, and I stick to those things, which I've never really done before. And that makes a big difference, but, you know, I've gotten back into school, and I found last semester, like, college is a lot easier if you just kind of participate. It's actually not that hard to get good grades. And, you know, I'm building a life for me and my daughter, but it's going to take time doing that. Like, I don't get the immediate satisfaction of being able to make money and provide, but I know that down the line this is going to pay off for that. And it gets said a lot around here, but the one thing you can't get back is time. And I'm not missing out on moments anymore. I want my daughter more in my life, but I don't miss the time that I get with her. I'm there, and I'm mentally there, and, you know, more time will come. But I think about, like, I'm really close with 3 younger cousins that I have, and this time at sobriety, you know, I went to the youngest one's 8th grade play. I was at that. The oldest one, she's my goddaughter. She's in college and plays college lacrosse, and, you know, I was there for a lot of her games as a senior. It's kind of her, she's out in Akron now, but I keep up on that stuff. And the middle one, when he was 10, he's 17 now, I coached him at hockey, and that was before my addiction really took off. And that whole year, that meant so much to me. Like, I can't even put it into words. And since then, I've missed so much that I didn't even realize at the time that I was missing. And, you know, I realize it now because he's plays hockey at St. John's, they're 5th in the state, and I'm keeping up with that. You know, I go to his games, and if I'm not at his games, him or my uncle's keeping me updated on it. Like, I don't miss that anymore, and I didn't even realize until now that I'm back a part of it that how much I missed. But, like, that kind of sounds negative, but, like, it's not. Like, I don't miss that anymore, and that's a good thing, and that's, like, the biggest difference for me.
Logan.
Hi. I haven't really done shit yet, which is good for me because I usually rush into stuff and ultimately I make bad decisions when I do that. I've only been here about 3 weeks, so it's been kind of like a mental vacation for me so far. A little relaxation, but it's healthy for me because now I can like plan stuff rather than get thrown into, you know, situations that aren't ideal for me. And it feels nice. Like, you know, yesterday my daughter's in 4th grade and she personally requested that I go to this princess dance with her tomorrow that their school's having. I was like, fuck yeah. Now I don't have an excuse of like, for right now, like, oh, I gotta miss it because of this or that, or, you know, it's gonna be cool to be there because I haven't been to one of those in a couple of years, so. And it's actually thought of me, you know, maybe I'm making good decisions. Now I can actually hang out with her without having other things on my mind, or, you know, I'm more calm and collected been here and been able to just relax for once. It feels good.
Enjoy the dance with her, man. It's cool.
Hell yeah.
All right, flipping around a little bit. So, kicking it back to parents then, what has the sobriety of your loved one, or if you're in here for your loved one, how's that impacted your life? What are you able to do now since they're on the right path? Yes.
Well, I was one that, just going way back, never, ever, ever thought I would have to, it was one of my worst nightmares, I guess, from a young age. like if I had kids, that they're never going to be addicted to anything. I mean, I went into nursing and learned all about that. You know, I won't have, you know, to ever deal with anything like that. And boy, there's nothing like waking up and having to face that nightmare, your worst nightmare. Because it was probably about 10 months ago, and he wasn't doing very well at all. We thought we might lose him. And you just never know what you have until it's almost gone. And as a parent or whoever, brother, sister, aunt, uncle, it's just a night and day difference from what, you know, addiction does to someone to once they start to recover and get better. And as a parent, you know, I can sleep now. The phone, you know, I'm not waiting for that phone to ring. You know, I'm not sleeping right there with the phone right next to me, you know, or calling and making sure he's okay, or calling and not having him answer and not knowing if he's okay or not, or, you know, talking to his dad or his sister. You know, it's a big relief because it was a big nightmare, and it means the world. It's like been a big gift. You can rest, you can sleep, you can see the person physically being better, communicating. Like I said, as a parent, when you're calling and you don't know what's going on, they don't answer, or you know, every excuse in the book, you know, I'm sleeping, I just got out of the shower, I'm this, I'm that. And you can't, obviously, you know, you can't be with them every second, especially if they're living elsewhere. But it's amazing with all the programs, and you know, I think everyone that has an addiction, obviously support is key. If they don't have support, have people that care or are going to be there for them no matter what, it's going to be a lot tougher for them. But like I said, as a parent, I feel like I've hit the lottery, because I know, you know, I know it could have been a lot different, and I feel for all the parents out there that had to lose somebody, and I just feel very blessed and thankful that I'm not one that has had to go through that.
Joe, you had your hand up too, I think, right? There you are. Can you hand up?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, my mom actually just raised her hand. You can go first.
Okay. I'm really relieved that Jeff is in this program. We hadn't spoken for like 5 years because of his addiction, and I couldn't watch what he was doing to his life, and so I separated myself from him. But it was also really difficult not knowing where he was and what he was doing. I spent a lot of time beating myself up because, you know, I figured it was my fault that he was an addict because of something I did raising him, because I was a single parent. And the last 6 weeks have been just awesome. We've talked more and connected more, and just, he's my son again. You know, he's the son that I remember, and you know, we just talk about so many things, and it just feels awesome, and I'm so proud of him, and you know, that he's on this path, and I'm going to support him every step of the way.
Thanks, Jeff, do you want to go now?
You know, my sobriety has forced me to take a deep look, an introspective look into the person I was that caused that void in our relationship. And there's some dark shit in there, man. There's some stuff in there where I was just like I couldn't have been more disappointed in myself. I couldn't have been more sick of myself. You know, stuff like I mentioned in IOP the other day that I feel like I'll never forgive myself for.
And none of that was your fault. None of that was your fault. It was my fault. And, you know, when I started getting sober, it just brought this light to my life. And I watch how my family is around me, and my mom comes to these with me, and she supports me in a way that I'm just like fucking blown away by. Because, I mean, you know, you take 5 years away from not just her, but the whole family. You know what I mean? And that's just hard to swallow, man. It really is. And then what makes it worse is you'd almost rather get a fuck you from your mom, you know? You'd almost rather they were like, you know, I don't want anything to do with you. And then instead, you get a hug and I love you, and that makes it harder to swallow. And, you know, my sobriety, and I'm using that shit like a weapon to fuck life up. Like, every day I wake up and I'm just like, dude, what am I gonna do today to win? Like, what am I gonna do today to make my mom proud? You know, what am I gonna do today to make her know that all that shit that I did wasn't me? I mean, it was me, but it wasn't me, you know? And, man, I just couldn't be happier to have her next to me on these Thursday nights and come in here and feel all this warmth from y'all. This shit is just like overwhelmingly good, and thank you for it.
I like that, Jeff. Sobriety like a weapon. Warren.
Yeah, sobriety, this place is opened up my eyes to a lot of, the positivity is contagious, very contagious here. Even when I don't feel like talking, I'm here talking. I told myself I wasn't going to say anything, but here I am. But I found out I get to go tomorrow to my son's school, and he got a principal's award. There's only 4 kids in his grade. He's got 4.0. He did not only made the honor roll, but he got a principal's award. So I get to go watch him. So obviously I'm doing something right as a parent. And, I'm just taking this slow, you know. The first 50 years of my life was pretty much chaos. So I'm just taking every little bit, I'm just taking it slow. Because I want this to be the time that it catches. It's caught hold, but I want to make sure I don't want to disappoint myself or anybody else. So I'm not going too fast. It took me a long time to get fucked up, and it's going to take me a long time to get better, obviously. But life is short, man, and I'm starting to feel my age now. You know, my mind is young. I feel young. Physically, I'm pretty good, you know. But life is short. You know, I lost 3 people to an overdose in the last 6 months. People I was close to, you know, and they're just out there dropping like flies, and it's too bad I couldn't have reached out to them and brought them here. But fortunately, I'm here, and that's what I'm going to focus on. Thank you. Rachel.
It's been 6 years since I got my dad back, and that means we've been able to build a relationship. Like, I got my best friend back. Every year has only gotten better. And I'm just, like, extremely proud of him, because there was times I didn't want to call him because I was afraid of what I was going to get on the other side of the phone, or I was afraid I wouldn't be able to get a hold of him. There were several times that I would call and, you know, call as I'm on my way there and hoping I'm not going to find somebody, you know, I'm not going to find him on the floor. You know, I'm just grateful. Like, I'm extremely grateful, and that's why I will always be grateful to Racing for Recovery, because they provided the tools for him to find himself and what his purpose is in life, and for me to have my best friend back.
Penny.
I can remember 2 years ago when Bobby told me, Mom, there's this place, Racing for Recovery, you gotta come with me. And I wanted my son to not be doing drugs anymore, and I remember when I came here, like the first 3 months, I mean, I was like crazy already. I was sleep deprived, I was fearful, I was just so scared that my son was going to die, because I couldn't believe that this child that I carried and protected his whole life, tried to protect, thought I was doing the right thing. I couldn't believe that he was actually doing something, putting something into his body that could possibly kill him. It blew my mind. I don't know if other parents felt that way, but I couldn't grasp it, and it made me like crazy. I called him constantly. The more I called him, the more he pushed the button and ignored the call. He would come home. I would be so scared. It was the middle of the night. I didn't sleep. I was afraid he was gonna, get in a car wreck and die. And I waited constantly for the phone call. And then little by little, I would hear everybody would say, "Just keep coming back. Don't stop coming here, because when you come here, you'll see results." And we did. And then we had lapses. Bobby, used again, and then he didn't come, and I kept coming, and then he, just went all over the place. But what this program has done, and what this program will do for everybody else, proof is in the pudding. Proof is here. I mean, you look around and you see all these people that have broken the chains of addiction. It's unbelievable. It's completely unbelievable. So just keep coming back and you'll see results.
Ashley.
Well, Bobby's mom said something to me. Is your name Penny, by the way?
It is.
My mom's name's Penny. So, anyways, you said something in the beginning of the meeting about this place was able, you were able to witness a release, and I think that is what my sobriety is to me today. It's for a really long time I carried around all these weights of regret and shame, and that I didn't believe I was really worth it, and huge resentments against things that have happened to me and people. It kind of just kept me sick. I would get clean and I would be really angry about being clean, because I don't think I ever really wanted to be clean. I think it's just I kind of did it to please people around me or for court, and now it's I do it for myself, because I know I'm worth it today, and it's the most freeing feeling when you're able to release that, all that baggage, of stuff in your growth, I kind of for a really long time believed that I wasn't going to be able to shake addiction, and that it was just who I was going to be for the rest of my life, however long I was able to survive out there. And I started a really long time ago, I started noticing I was losing who I really was. And I don't think, looking back now, I really didn't know who I was to begin with. And that's why I used drugs, to put on that mask of what I wanted to be, or what I thought society wanted me to be. And it made me hide from my true self. And I never really let my true colors shine through. I kind of just always, put on whatever you wanted, whatever kind of persona I needed to have in that situation, and it kept me from who I really intended to be. And by releasing and being who I am today, I'm more comfortable with just being with myself. I don't feel I have to fill that void with friendships that aren't necessarily friendships. I used to keep people around that were toxic for me, because I thought that was love. I had a very twisted concept of what love really was. And my relationship with my mom, has been up and down, but I can recognize when it's not good, and I can recognize when it's good, and when we're happy. And I better handle situations now. I don't stoop to a level that I know that I'm better than. I don't step out of my character for certain situations because I no longer have to do that for myself. If I know who I am and I'm positive and I can stand my firm ground, I don't have to stoop to that level to step out of my character anymore. And it's nice to just be me and not have to worry about impressing the next person. I think every day I try to impress myself, and that's the best part.
Charmy.
You posed the question towards the parents, and my mom's not here, but if she were, I just know she'd express gratitude, sheer gratitude. I shared that I have responsibility, I take care of my responsibilities today. I got a 15-year-old, a 6-year-old, and my baby will be 1 next month. And when I used to step out, man, it'd be weeks at a time. I didn't care how Justice got on the bus, and I didn't care how my son got to school, and I didn't care that my mom had to get up in the middle of the night and make bottles, and I just didn't care. But today I'm there and I'm taking care of my responsibilities. So, like I said, if she were here, I know she'd express. She's 63, retired, just had back surgery, and I put her through sheer hell. And that was part of the reason that kept me drinking and drugging, because I was just the shame and the guilt. But I'm just know she's glad I'm back. So. Thanks for listening. I also wanted to share, I forgot the most important thing that sobriety has done for me. Sobriety helps me tune into my spirituality, because I know that without my higher power, I would not be here. So, yes, I make it a point every day to post something positive on Facebook, on social media, period. Bible scriptures, and just try to uplift people and encourage people. But my spirituality, without my spirituality, I would have nothing. So that's the most important thing that sobriety has done for me. Thanks.
So, I really like the meeting so far. That was a really good meeting. It's a good, simple topic, but it brought out so much discussion, and a lot of hope as well. I like what, even early on, Dakota, mentioned that, you're seeing progress, but also having struggles as well, and I've been experiencing that a lot as well. Even months in and stuff, and some days are good, some days are hard. But it's like sticking to my routine. It's kind of like what, as far as the topic goes, I feel like that's what I'm kind of doing my sobriety at this point, is just building a life that I'm so excited to live that I don't want to even consider going back, like Chris mentioned as well. Somebody mentioned the purity. I don't remember who it was, but just having that pure moment was just really, that was Logan, I think. I liked hearing that because it made so much sense to me. And I've had some of those moments lately too, like with my son, and I wasn't worried about the next thing that I was going to do, or man, I kind of wish I was somewhere else or this or that, and it's just a really cool feeling to have that pure moment with a loved one. That's, I feel probably one of the best experiences we can have as humans, in my opinion. And also just staying connected, I wrote down too, because man, it's so important for me just to stay connected here and stay connected with my routine and what's working for me and what makes me happy. I'm really excited for where this is going and where all our lives are going. It's just a lot of positivity in the rooms tonight, and yeah, it's just good stuff. Thanks, guys.
Chad. So I like what I heard tonight. When it comes to the parents, and I heard them speak. Of course, my mom's not here, but I got a mom, so it just made me really want to, it made me really understand or try to figure out what recovery means to me. And to me, once I stopped using, for me to pick back up, or anybody to pick back up, you make a conscious decision to use. And why would you do that if you've got a clear mind and you can think that well? So to me, that's not the problem. The drugs and the alcohol is not the problem. So when I listen to people, when I listen about how we affected everybody else's lives, it makes me think about trying to be the best person that I can be. And when I start thinking about that, I was like, well, what does the best version of me even look like? What kind of car does he drive? What kind of clothes does he wear? How much money would he give away to the homeless or the charity? Because you know, like the best version of me, he would have enough money to do stuff like that. And when I think about that, you know, it's definitely just reiterates that the fact that it was never about the drugs or the alcohol. You know, if somebody drop a $20 bill, I'm gonna say, hey, bro, you can drop a $20 bill. Now, what we used to always do is, you know, put that boot on. You know, live like that, man. It makes me really think about, you know, all the underlying issues that I got to work on. You know, because if it's not about drugs, you know, I got a shit ton of work to do. Just to be a better person, the best person that I can be.
I was having a conversation earlier and asked for some help with the topic, and when that stated for the topic, listen to everybody here talking tonight, and it makes me think a lot, and I've been thinking a lot about it. What am I doing with my sobriety? And I know one thing that I don't have is I don't have all the answers. I'm learning every day on this journey. I'm listening to every single person, whether they're on day 1 or day 101 or 1 million, whatever it may be. It's constantly able to learn from others, and that goes back to what obviously Recent Recovery and Todd talked about a lot with that empathy, humility, and gratitude. Having empathy for others that are going through it and the struggles that they're enduring. Humility, to not think that we got it, because it is a constant battle. Yes, there are better days, and yes, there are times where it seems easier, but the moment you think you got it is probably when it's got you. And then gratitude for everything that you have in your life and where you're headed, and just being able to continually work towards helping others then as well. We heard that a lot with people tonight too. Who's got our final poem?
Autobiography in 5 short chapters. I walk down the street. There's a deep hole in the sidewalk. I fall in. I'm lost. I'm hopeless. It isn't my fault. It takes forever to find a way out. I walk down the same street. There's a deep hole in the sidewalk. I pretend I don't see it. I fall in again. I can't believe I'm in the same place, but it isn't my fault. It takes a long time to get out. I walk down the same street. There's a deep hole in the sidewalk. I see it is there. I still fall in. What happened? My eyes are open. I know where I am. It is my fault. I get out immediately. I walk down the same street. There's a deep hole in the sidewalk. I walk around it. I walk down another street.
Thanks for coming, everybody.